So 5 metres out. Another telling moment. The Welsh side have turned in such a gallant display tonight that it's going to really tell if they're camped down here in the last 10 minutes. Only a free kick.
This will work. That's all I'm saying. It will work. I guarantee it'll work.
Meffin Davies having some real problems since coming on for Robin McBride.
Okay.
New Zealand keep it square. Marshall. Too much pace for Thomas. And Howlett. That is brilliant. Precision execution. And will that be the try that sees New Zealand through to first place and a clash with South Africa?
Just checking with the touch judge before he awards the try. There's some suggestion that they may have touched the line. He asked Alan Lewis, the Irish referee who's on the touch line.
Before he went over, please. And this corner flag.
What about that lovely ball from Justin Marshall, drawing two of the Welsh players?
Well, that's a real David Kirk, John Kerwin special, going back through the 80s.
No doubt about that.
Thank you. Okay.
He isn't looking whether it's a forward pass. I think it's looking at the touchline.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, I think the All Blacks scored a similar try at Dunedin against the Wallabies in 1986. And no problems, so it's out to 43-37.
Well, what's the way Justin Marshall takes Thomas across and also draws Williams?
What about the forward pass?
That's what somebody was asking, but the referee was happy with it.
No way that was passed sideways or backwards. It was a dead set forward pass. But, as they say, just look at the scoreboard.
Mark Hammett about to enter the battle. Kevin Mialamu off.
Third miss in a row for Leon McDonald. So it's still 6 points the difference. A converted try would put Wales back in the lead.
And still plenty of time. Good 11 minutes left to go.
Well, this brave Welsh combination will never give in whilst there is breath in their bodies. This is their stage. They're going to play it out.
Hammett fumbles. Now down inside the quarter. This is rare territory for Wales. And Howlett. Threatening danger.
Good thinking, Justin Marshall. Sure, the winger was up, putting the ball back inside, using the pace of Howlett.
Time and possession. Wales have done better than they have done in recent test matches out there against one of the better sides in the world.
Sidoli got it. So did Wyatt now. And taken up by Jenkins. Here's Thomas. Easily beating the first tackle there of McDonald. Remember, Wales need a converted try to hit the lead again. They're trailing by 6. This is Thomas, the flanker. He's been mighty tonight. Just outside the quarter. And it's come away for New Zealand. Turnover against the run of play. McDonald. Brought to ground by Sweeney. Marshall's been very good tonight, but that's not one of his better plays. Now Thomas. Linking up with Shanklin. His father, Jim, played against the All Blacks in 1972 at the Arms Park as Wales went down 1916. This is Sweeney. Here he is, Williams, the stepper. Underplaying at that time. Sidoli, Williams all over him.
Still the support for Wales comes.
They're standing in the tackle. Now there's an opportunity. Well played there by Jones. And that's Yeston Thomas, the loose head prop. And it's been pinched.
Mark Hammett, the pilferer.
Now the bounce important here. Thomas there.
Beautifully got his body between the ball and the oncoming All Black pack.
Marty Hola has won the penalty there for New Zealand. They've got 2 open side flyers out there, and it's against number 17, Gethin Jenkins.
Pretty easy decision, this one for Ruben Thorne, through the posts.
So, 43-37, New Zealand in the lead. So Leon McDonald to put the margin out to 9 points. And that was a formality. .46 plays 37 and 7 minutes to go. It's been a fitting climax to the pool rounds. John Mitchell, the All Black coach, now breathing more easily, but the job is not done yet.
All Blacks just regathering some composure, pulling it in. I'll be very focused for this back end. John Mitchell swallowing very hard, and so he should.
McCaw there with Marshall again. He's been so prominent when the going's been at its toughest in this second half. And he is still going. Hola. McCaw, one to beat. Great offload to Rokothoko. Offload to Rokothoko. Just 10 metres out from the goal line. Marshall, what's he got on here? Mark Hammett in support. Hola takes it ahead. Marshall. He was well wrapped up there by Wyatt. Rokothoko goes in. Wales lost it ahead. Here's Marty Hola. You get the feeling it's only a matter of time now before New Zealand gets its 8th try. Spencer and Major. And that is the game set and cash for the All Blacks.
Oh, to the sounds of a slice of heaven. Welcome back, Aaron Major. The number 12 that the All Blacks have been without so far this tournament strolls over under the posts.
Well, it was lovely lead-up work by the All Blacks. Justin Marshall early on. The continuity, they kept it close. They didn't want to go wide. They wanted to get in behind the Welsh defence. And they got there, and then the ball went wide after this play. Rokothoko's been quiet in the second half, but the play was set up. Justin Marshall handling 2 or 3 times.
What a brave performance by the Welsh team this evening. Their highest ever score against New Zealand. They're now a beaten team, and it's been the slick, clinical finish of New Zealand with their big game men leading the way.
I saw Cullen Meads before the game down here, and he really thought the New Zealand public wanted to see 40 or 50 points tonight over Wales. They haven't seen it, and it hasn't happened because of a great performance from Wales.
Well, coming into this game, New Zealand had averaged 75 points per match in the pool games against Italy, Canada and Tonga. The Welsh, on the other hand, averaging 32. New Zealand have put on 53 tonight, says Thorne is out in the clear. Thomas, a fabulous tackle. Now McCaw, but fatigue starting to set in for this Welsh team. And a fine tackle there by Davies, and knock on by New Zealand.
Well, the All Blacks now starting to open up with a couple of minutes left in the game. There's been 90 points scored tonight. Who would have thought that the All Blacks would have only scored 53 of them? The Welsh been very gallant in their performance tonight.
It was 28-24 at half-time. So 25 points to 13 in the second term, New Zealand's way. But again, Wales, with not nearly the possession or territory in the second half, have been just so competitive.
Well, just under 3 minutes left. The All Blacks will try and rack up another one, but Wales will fight hard. They have achieved so much for the resurgence of their game tonight here in Sydney.
Well, this must rank with their greatest ever losing performances.
Well, the Welsh, they'll be disappointed. They came so close in just the last 10 minutes as they steal another line out.
Gethin Jenkins. And they'd love another try too. Dwayne Peel on at scrum half, number 20. That's Meffin Davis. Wales really starved the possession in this second half. And when they have had it, that sort of thing has tended to happen.
I'm not quite sure the quick tap from the halfback was the right thing to do there. They should have been down into the corners. The line-out has been working well.
Amazing how you expect a certain performance and then something different turns up. They have been so brave tonight, Wales, but they're just finding the power and the finish and the fitness of this All Black pack just really hard to overcome.
So packing in too early, not waiting for the referee's call. This is Holler. Colin Jarvis has certainly led by example tonight. Now Marshall. Well, he's sprinting as though he's just started the game. And Duffett Jones almost pinching it. This is Case Muse. They're all having a go at the white line. He's wrestled down there by Peel.
Talk about truck and trailer. That was a runaway train. Case Muse on the move.
Spencer again. Lovely work from Major. Muliaina. But the referee says he was in front of the kicker.
Down in back play, Brad Thorne receiving some attention. It'd be a high cost if both Thorne and Collins carried injuries out of this game.
No doubt about that. Muliaina was in front.
Well, the Welsh will be able to hold their heads high as they leave the stadium here in Sydney, Telstra Stadium. There's 80,000 people here tonight, will stand as one.
Well, this match, these two teams have set alight the pool stage of Rugby World Cup in glittering fashion.
And how good will the quarterfinals be? Some fantastic matchups next weekend. New Zealand, South Africa, England, Wales.
Well, 10 changes from the Welsh team that played Italy. Stephen Jones. And look at this. Shanklin. Shanklin now, men on the left. Peel. And he's going to be penalised. He didn't release the ball there. One last thrust here from Spencer. Now McCaw. New Zealand in dazzling counter-attack. But Shane Williams is going to win the race comfortably. The ball didn't go over the goal line. And full time. What a match. 90 points scored. 12 tries. New Zealand, 8 of those. The Welsh team, unheralded, unrated, written off, took the game to New Zealand. They hit the lead in the second half by 37 to 33. But in the end, the All Blacks, too powerful, home by 53 to 37 and cementing their berth against South Africa. Wales to meet England at Suncorp.